Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's special edition, Friday Short Rest Breach Battles edition. I'm your host for the evening, Daniel, and I just want to welcome you all to the stream and say how excited I am to share our Breach Battles with you this evening. So, if you did not already know, or if this is the first time you're seeing it, we're on a different day right now. On Tuesdays, we've been streaming Breach Battles. It's our Malifaux 3rd edition round robin tournament before we begin live games starting in like 2 or 3 or 4 weeks, something like that. And we've been having a lot of fun over there. Had a few small technical difficulties, so we rescheduled for this Friday, and that's what you're seeing now. So we're about to begin. This week we have 3 games for you. Again, we're having some small small difficulties with some scheduling stuff. So unfortunately, over the next this week, next week, and the week after, we're only going to be bringing you 3 games. We've had one of our players has had a small scheduling conflict for the current time. So, but we will be back with everyone as scheduled for the tournament when it gets started. So what you're going to see tonight is you're going to see 3 games. I play Brandon, Lauren plays Zach, and I think Jake and Brent play, I believe. I'm not sure. It's going to be a lot of fun. So before we get started, I want to go into our announcements. So a couple things to let you know before we get going. It's spooky season. And so if some of you may have noticed in the chat, our normal Snog Heart is now the spooky Snog. He's got vampire teeth now. It's great. We're introducing him to Mother Lilith. He's having himself a good old time. So for the you can get access to that by subscribing to the channel or by using your Twitch Prime subscription, and you can get that spooky Snog Heart. And we also we're launching a 5,000-bit tier emoji, the Chaotic Petty. Let me see if I can find that. I'll drop it in the chat for you, or Lauren will, something like that. But there's a Chaotic Petty. No. Let me find it. Because it's so cool. It reminds me of it's the Samson one. It's great. It's amazing. And I'm going to find it. Chaotic Petty. It's right here. Boom. Amazing. Terrific. Shout out to Lauren for making it. It's fantastic. So, as you get more bits, once you get 5,000 bits to the channel, you can unlock that Chaotic Petty emote, and that's yours forever. It's great and awesome and terrific. So give us bits. That's all I can say for you. Okay. Couple quick. We want to shout out our partners. Our partners at Nine Realms Gaming. Nine Realms Gaming makes the top-notch accessories for your games. You can use our promo code LIAR10 to get 10% off of your next purchase over there. You can go to ninerealmsgaming.com. You can buy the dice vaults and dice trays and dice towers and all kinds of great stuff as we're leading up into Christmas. So go ahead and do that as quickly as possible. And then we also want to shout out Shop of Many Things. Shop of Many Things creates all these tangible Dungeon Master accessories that you can buy and use. They're fantastic. Use LIAR20, get 20% off your purchase there as well. Follow us everywhere at Ink and Lyre everywhere if you want to. Share a stream, tell your friends about us, all that kind of fun stuff. So let's get started with Breach Battles this evening. It's about an hour and a half. So it's a little bit. It's about right for what we've been trying to do here. So we'll watch this tonight. I'll be back at the end of that time, and we can recap then and go from there. So I'm gonna send you off. I think my game's first, or it might be Lauren's game. I don't know. It's around. I'll see you all on the other side.
We are playing another game of Malifaux on this fine day, but it's the Bayou versus the Resurrectionists this day. I'm playing good old-fashioned Ophelia LaCroix with 3 young LaCroix. Got Francois, you know him, you love him, Francois, and 2 LaCroix Raiders, and Mary, good old-fashioned Mary LaCroix. She can fly, she explodes, and gives concealment to everyone around her. But this is a different game because today, Francois and Ophelia feeling a little bit on the short side, so they got an inferiority complex, which gives them ruthless and a swagger, which I do love. But we are going up against Seamus. Seamus don't have a last name, which is interesting. But go ahead, Lauren. Why don't you tell us about Seamus?
First of all, I just want to like this. This goblin that's mooning. It just got me. I'm just cracking up over this. Like, he's just mooning.
He's just a young LaCroix. He's still learning. Still learning his manners.
That is friggin' hilarious. Okay, yeah, let's go over to the other side of the board here. I will be playing Seamus this evening, and I am going to be using, for the first time ever, because I didn't know that I could, I'm gonna be using an upgrade. I didn't know they existed until just today. This one's gonna allow me to heal at the start of my activation, which is gonna be pretty nice, because Seamus is pretty awesome, and I want to keep Seamus around for some shenanigans. Of course, we've got the Copycat Killer. We've got the Carrion Emissary. I've changed up my crew just a little bit to try out some new things, because while I am most familiar with Seamus, I did want to try something new. So we've got the Dead Rider, who's terrifying zombie, undead, unicorn monstrosity from the depths of hell, who's coming to reap and sow, but mostly reap. And then we've got the Grave Digger. She's COVID friendly, she's got her mask. It's not because of the smell or the chance of getting the leprosy from the dead bodies. It's mostly for the COVID, yes. Very COVID friendly. And we have some zombies that the Carrion Emissary is able to summon with a bonus action, as long as I flip high enough. Pretty exciting. So I'll talk about, we're doing breakthrough. Wait, no, break the line. We're doing break the line. We've got our scheme markers set out, and we've got to push them in the direction that against our opponent. Of course, the Bayou has theirs over here. One in the water. That's going to be a tight spot to get to. A pain in the ass, if you ask me.
It's tight if you can't fly.
Luckily, one of them can fly, so I have to hustle on over there. And then we've got some strategy markers on my side in this cozy little nook we've got over here. It's gonna be nice and cozy, yes.
Nice and cozy and ready to be raided.
And then Seamus is over here hiding behind a tree. He's just enjoying the beautiful cherry blossoms. Reminded him of death and murder.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do you want to talk about your schemes? I'll step out to the room. You can... Here, let me zoom in on your side of the board. Over here. And I'll step out and you just send me a little... so what do them kids call it? Those text messages.
A texty text? I'll send you a text. All right. Over here. My schemes for this evening are going to be good old-fashioned bait and switch. But I have chosen to be my bait, to be the baitee, and the switchee is the Dead Rider. My thinking is the Dead Rider is going to be pushing some schemes anyway by himself. He's the only one. He's one of the few that are not terrifying. So if I gotta kill him, it'll be easy to. But I want him on my side of the field. You know, maybe I'll take some pot shots at some other folks. But my second scheme of the evening is gonna be good old catch and release. I may have done goofed a little bit because the guy who's supposed to do the catching is LaCroix Raider number 2, which is down here. But it's okay. I got young LaCroix. I can bounce them all over the map, so it'll be okay. It's fine. They need their adults. You know, LaCroix Raider number 2 is always happy to help. But yeah, those are my schemes for the evening. Let me put these away. So because they're secret knowledge, so I'll put them away. Then I'm gonna send me a little text to Lauren over there. make sure she comes on back.
All right.
All right.
If you won't mind skedaddling, Sonny, so that
I'm
I
gonna
can...
turn my volume down and leave the room, and then we'll be good to go. Send me a text too, by the way.
Alrighty, back over to the Seamus O'Brien side. Who knows what his last name is? Side of the Bard. Alright, this is what we got going on over here. First of all, let me tell you a little secret I got going on here. This dead rider, he's got all these corpse tokens that this gravedigger's gonna drop. He's got he's gonna summon an army of zombies. The Bayou doesn't know it's coming just quite yet. We'll see. And then over here for my schemes. Oh boy, we've got detonate charges. That one's going to be a little bit hard because a lot of the boys over here, they don't got a lot of health, you know. They hadn't been drinking their milk. So that one's going to be probably the hardest to set around. I'm going to have to find somebody who's a little bit beefy to put that in front of. We'll see what happens with that. Then the other one we got over here, we have Breakthrough. That is going to be Seamus's job to pop over here and drop a couple scheme markers. He's going to be bipping and bopping all over the board because he's got that amazing secret passages ability that's just going to bip bop him all over. It's going to be wonderful. It's going to be like popping out of a toaster, except he's going to have knives and he's going to be terrifying. But not quite as terrifying. That is going to be a little bit upsetting. His terrifying ability doesn't work quite as well with these upgrades. I'm not excited about that. But, yeah, we're going to try to get across the board for that, and we'll see how it goes. But other than that, I'm going to have this carrion emissary pop on here and set down a couple of things, and then... Whew! It's going to be an interesting match. It's going to be an interesting one.
All right. It's me first. This was a rather uneventful first turn because we got coffin markers in the way of this bird. I was ready for blood, but this bird wanted to go ahead and put a coffin marker right in the path of the bridge. So Francois is going to have to destroy it, hopefully, and then we'll see what happens. I got... Seamus. I'm learning all kinds of things about Seamus McManus over here because he can just go wherever he wants. Are you kidding me? Just wherever the fuck he wants and then go right back to where he was? Okay. How am I supposed to deal with this? How am I supposed to, y'all at home who saw things, how am I supposed to deal with this? But I do have the one good thing about what I've got going on is Mary has the strategy marker right there, which is nice. She's gonna move that next turn, and then it'll be peaches and cream every day. But yeah, young LaCroix rider over there. But oh my god, yeah, this is about to be a very tough, interesting game. I thought it was gonna be a bloodbath, but it is not gonna be a bloodbath. What you got over there, Seamus?
Secrets. In my paint. No, I'm just kidding. Seamus over here, yes, for this turn, Seamus in particular, he popped over here, attempted to shoot one of the little children goblins, he missed, and then he just popped right back over here by the trees. What else has happened? Yes, my carrion emissary put up a coffin marker blocking the bridge because I own this here bridge. This is my bridge. This is where most of my murders take place. We got some individuals. The Gravedigger has moved downstairs, down by this strategy marker, and of course the Dead Rider down by this strategy marker. We got a hootin' tootin' Hanny over here with their shotgun. Gonna have to deal with that sad sap here in a second.
He is rootin'.
So
he is
far,
tootin'.
Am I supposed? This guy should be full health. I don't know why he's not. That was weird.
He has a death wish, a secret death wish.
But other than that, it's the end of the first round. Can't collect any points on the first round. Perhaps the next round, we're about to find out.
So, all right. We are the beginning of round 3, and things are. It's going. It'll be all right. I did just lose the 2 that were down here, the young LaCroix and the LaCroix Raider, to fucking Seamus McGee over here. But it's okay. It's fine. I got 4 more dudes. I've never been, or 5 more dudes. I've never been this low on folks before, but it's okay. It's gonna be all right, man. I did get 1 point from the strategy marker over here. No points on schemes just yet, but the night is young. Therefore, I'm gonna pass it over to Lauren, see what they have to say.
It's so hard to not do like a southern like bayou accent after you finish. Like the same thing almost happened to me again on this round, because the last time I was like, well, shoot, let's see now.
Well, if y'all want to move to the bayou, you're more than welcome.
All right. Well, Seamus was over here, in this corner over here, and I decided the copycat killer. He moved a little bit. He was over here. He swapped places with Seamus. Seamus is down here so that he could take out these 2, clear them from that area. And then we summoned, our carrion emissary over here. He's not looking too good. He's got over 1 HP, and let's hope that he can hold on. He summoned another coffin marker, and therefore summoned Bob, Uncle Bob, who thusly went over to another little LaCroix, young LaCroix, tried to get squeezed a little bit too tight on his hug. Must have been the leprosy, and as you can see, there's not much left of him after that. And our rider is he moved. He hasn't done too much, and the gravedigger over here is just. He moved another strategy token and a strategy token over here, and we got those points as well. It's gonna be interesting. It's about this time, about after this round, that things start to really bleed a lot. Or move a lot.
We are bleeding something fierce over here.
Or multiply things a lot.
Well, it's okay. That bird's gonna go, because I don't need any more of them there bobs. I don't need no more bobs.
My poor carrion emissary. He flaps his wings. It's the ferocity of his beak and his emerald. I can't. I know no colors. I know no colors.
We all know birds are colorblind, just like dogs.
But yes, this has been a amazing second round, and we are heading into the 3rd round now.
All right. This game is happening. It's happening. We got some cool moves going on over there with corpse tokens turning into zombies. That's real interesting. You know they can do that. I didn't know Dead Rock could do that. But that's interesting. I had to kind of renegotiate my strategy a little bit, and I'm pushing some people down into the pool so they can go for a nice little swim. And then I got Francois holding the line over here with these zombies that are going to be climbing the gate. Unfortunately, Mary's still over here, moving some scheme markers around, which is nice. We like that. And then the next thing we have to worry about is LaCroix Raider over here, which is going to be having a good old time by himself if he's not careful. But that is it for me. What you got going on over there, Lauren?
All right. So the dead rider, yes, he summoned an army of zombies. And boy howdy, wasn't it? Woo! Bob brought his entire family to the show. And yeah, so I summoned using
Show,
my fate
she says.
tokens. My Gravedigger's just kind of hiding underneath here, just kind of chilling. The copycat killer, I moved him a little bit over here. He's keeping an eye on things. And then Seamus, he dropped a token, and then he moved over here actually. And that gave us another victory point as well. And got a couple more things up my sleeve. We're gonna see what happens here as we move it. Right now, I'm ahead by 1 point. It's not a whole lot. I need a little bit more. But we're about to find out what's going to happen here. Well, turns out it was a bit of a tie. There was a lot of confundle and fooling with the rules that we went through, but it turns out we ended up having a bit of a tie. Bit of a draw. Which seems quite appropriate considering we both use guns. Different kind of draw. But would have gotten the scheme over here in the corner with the pale rider that made his way over. And Seamus over here. Now these little buggers over here, they decided to move their scheme tokens. And move they did. And it paid off quite well. But maybe in the future, there'll be a new dawn. Nice cup of tea as well. And maybe I'll come out on top this time.
We will definitely see what happens when we meet again in the finals. But yeah, it was a little bit of a tie. I realized that I could not get my Lauren killed my catch and release young LaCroix Raider in one of the first turns of the game, so I knew I wasn't going to get that one. The bait and switch I could probably have gotten, but we agreed to go 4 to 4 because I probably would have gotten the bait and switch off. Lauren would have gotten the detonate charges off, and I would have gotten my little strategy marker up and over the hill over here, which would be 2 points, which is okay with me. We would have ended up in a tie, and we decided to call it here because of the rules confuddlement, aforementioned rules confuddlement. But that's what the Red Robins are for, for learning the rules. I was learning a lot of new things today, yesterday, same thing during the game. And I'm happy to have played. I'm a better person for it. So that is where I'm at. That is where I'm at.
Yes, I got a little bit confundled on the detonate charges. I did not know that you could not place a token within 2 inches of another, or 4 inches within another token, so that kind of messed me up a little bit, but I would have gotten Breakthrough. That's the one that I would have gotten. Seamus over here, and the Dead Rider. Yes. But it was a fun game. I had a lot of fun playing the new crew. I played Seamus before, but I had a lot of fun playing, the Gravedigger and the Dead Rider, which I'd never used before, and I had fun with the upgrades. I'm actually excited about seeing what other upgrades there are because I didn't know that they existed until just now, this game. So I'm very excited to see what other upgrades are available to all my other crews. So that's going to be a lot of fun as well. I had a lot of fun resurrecting an entire army of zombies, my little Brady Bunch family of zombies. That was a lot of fun. But yeah, I'm excited about learning more about my crews. There's so many other crews that I haven't had the chance to play yet and see what they do and all that fun stuff. So, very exciting. Thank you for playing with me, Zach. It has been a delight.
Zach, it is me, Bayou Boss Gizmo over here.
Oh, I'm so...
Zach, I got the hat, I got the accent, I'm from the Bayou.
Thank you. Well, thank you, Swamp Creature, for playing with me today. I had a nice little time with you.
It was fun. It was fun pushing some boxes around. It was tons of fun. I'll push boxes around with you any day of the week.
Kicking the can. All right, we're gonna send you on to the next game. Bye, guys.
See ya.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to tonight's episode of, or tonight's round of Breach Battles, episode 5. My name is Aaron Hodges. I'm playing the 10 Thunders as always in our round robin. And I'm sitting here with Brandon.
Yes, and I am playing the Arcanist as usual.
As usual. Same master too, right?
Same master too. You already know I gotta go with my bae, my frozen princess, my ice queen, Rasputina.
Nice. Okay.
Who were you bringing to the table today?
Yeah. So I'll go. Yeah. Let me tell them what's going on. I'm 10 Thunders. So I am bringing Shenlong. Shenlong is the tyrant master of the 10 Thunders. He actually supposedly has a tyrant inside of his body trying to raise the power of the 10 Thunders organization. So he's super dope. He's got all these cool river styles that he can use that are really enhance him up. And he also has these 2 little students that come with him that can, benefit from that as well. I've chosen to bring as well with me Sensei Yu, because I just think the big honky man is a fun person to bring around. He's got all kinds of cool stuff with him. And then I brought a low river monk for healing because this is the healing one. And then I brought what I'm affectionately calling Gatlin Man. He's just this big buff boy who always skips leg day and has these like heart boxers on. He's very, very kind of goofy. But happy to have him here. We're doing a flank deployment turf war. So I've actually got my Gatlin Man underneath over here. Sensei Yu's up top. The low river monk is close to this little strategy marker. And then I've got Shenlong and his students over here. We are trying to do a few things. So turf war, for those of you who don't remember, is the one where we have 5 markers, all of which can be changed with a interact action to make them not, to make them bring them onto your side. And if you kill someone who happens to be in that quadrant, you can turn it from the enemies to neutral should you so choose. So that's a good thing to have on your side as well. So that's what we're doing. It's a lot of fun. I'm gonna throw it over to Brandon.
All right. So, yeah, as you know, I'm bringing Rasputina back with the silent ones, the silent sisters, as I affectionately call them. We've got the Wendigo here. We obviously they brought their little pets. Rasputina's pet, the Wendigo, is back, and of course the Horcat is back as well. But instead of Blessed of December this time, we're bringing out the Ice Golem, Big Daddy. He's a bit tougher. He costs a little bit more. As you can see, I don't have my usual 6 soul stones. I've only got 3 this time. But he's a big, beefy boy, and there are a lot of choke points on this map. So I've got him placed over here near the cherry blossoms. I think that's what they are. Kind of protecting one of my strategy markers over here. And I've got one of the Silent Sisters over there with him. And everyone else is pretty much in this little center area here. I'm gonna go for these 2 up here and hopefully protect this one back here, and we'll see what happens. Got ice pillars for days.
Yeah, I feel like this is a pretty good map for you. I noticed that you've got Rasputina basically all the way at the front this time. And I've watched a few of your games. You usually play her closer to the back. What made you decide to bring her up to the front? Now that you've got some time with her and experience and all that fun stuff.
Well, she's kind of close. She is like, I guess, up closer than everybody else is. But I want to put her center back here because obviously she's got that 12-inch range. And she can do so much more than the silent ones can with the ice pillar. So I want to put her in a place where it's still kind of defensible, but also to where she can affect the majority of the map from that area, so she doesn't have to waste one of her 3 actions on moving. Since she only has like a 4 movement anyways.
So kind of the idea is like in this early game while you kind of have some cover from all this stuff, since I'm playing a mostly melee crew, go ahead and get her.
You got your gun guy down here, so I'll get her set up, throw some ice pillars down, try to kind of keep you locked in. And I mean, if like you said, most of you guys are melee, so if I play my cards right, you won't even get to her.
Yeah, I mean, it's entirely possible. You've got there's 2 choke points, and you've got ice golems in front of one of them, and then like you've got another, like this is an impassable token. So like if you put one like right here, like I'm not going to be able to even see through there. So and you're a pretty good distance away anyway, but still, like ice pillars right there. I'm going to be using actions just to get rid of those and all that fun stuff. So should be fun. Now I'm going to just jump over this little thing over here. That's the plan, but it is what it is. So I think that's interesting. I kind of separated mine into 2 groups because I wanted to be able to get some of these strategy markers, and I think it'll kind of help me with what I'm trying to do with my schemes as well. So how about you go first here, Brandon? Why don't you tell us about your about the schemes you've chosen? I'm going to go ahead and put the camera on the schemes that are available, but I'm going to take my ears out, and you go ahead and do your thing. Tell us what schemes you chose and why you chose them, and then just do like this when you're ready, and they'll come back up. All right, so you do your thing.
Okay, so the first scheme that I chose out of the ones that we have here was Assassinate, of course. At the end of the turn that I reveal it, if the enemy leader is in play and at half health, easy victory point. And of course, if I murder the sensei, then that's another easy victory point. I feel like that'd be pretty simple, especially with him being all melee. I feel like this game's really in my favor because I can keep him a good distance away, throw some ice pillars up around him, and basically just bombard him with ice before he can even get to me to counterattack. And even if he does get to counterattack, he'll only be wasting his abilities on the ice pillars. In that same vein, I think I'm also going to do Let Them Bleed. At the end of the turn, if there are 2 enemy models in play that have or are tied for the highest cost, and both models are at half or less than their maximum health, gain 1 VP. And then at the end of the game, if there is no more than 1 enemy model without a summon upgrade in play that has health equal to its maximum health, gain 1 VP. So basically, I'll be using my ice pillars to take pop shots at all of his guys, make sure that nobody's at full health. The 1 healer monk does bother me a little bit, but I think that if I do enough damage and if I just strategize correctly and prioritize the right targets, then that'll be an easy 4 victory points for the Arcanist. So those are my strats, and we'll call Daniel back over here.
I'm back. All right, cool. All right, so you ready for me?
I am ready for you.
All right. So here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you about my schemes now.
Oh yeah.
All right, cool. So I've selected Let Them Bleed. So my whole strategy for this was, it feels like a map that Rasputin is going to do well on. There's going to be a lot of choke points. So I'm intending to do a lot of damage. I want to use my actions for that purpose in this goal here. So I took Let Him Bleed. Let Him Bleed just says I need to do the 2 highest cost models that Rasputina has, or the Arcus have. I need to get them below half health. So I know one of those is the Ice Golem, and then the other one is, let me go look over here real quick. It's the Ice Golem at 10, and then the other one is the Silent Sisters. So now he has both of them down here. So once I get both of those to half health, which is kind of my plan, with my Gatling gun guy and Sensei Yu, I can score that one, and then all for the in game I have to do is I just need to make sure I damage all but one person. So everyone needs to have just taken damage. And then for the second one, I've chosen Outflank. It's a favorite of mine. So all Outflank does is I just got to get 2 units on opposite sides of the board, drop scheme tokens, and that's it. Now, I've got lots of units that can do that over here. Depending on how things go in this first round with the students and with Shenlong, I might run my Low River Monk over here to complete that task. Otherwise, I'm just going to try to win this battle over here. Basically, I'm going to try to do is win this battle over here and do damage on this far side, and that's how we're gonna complete both of these. So that's the plan. I don't think I can actually do all the outflanks. Honestly, I'm probably only gonna get one of those, but I believe I can get both these Let 'em Bleeds. So we'll see how it goes. I'm expecting to score about, I think I'm gonna score about 6 points in this game. So we'll see how it goes. All right. Call Brandon back. He's just looking at me funny. All right. Well, in that case, here he comes. Oh, I also brought. So I wanted to mention this. I brought.
Wait, were you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Oh, okay.
I brought 6 soul stones to this game, on top of everything that I've got here, because I wanted to make sure that I had enough stuff for damage mitigation and all that, because I feel like Rasputina is going to just do murders on me. So we'll see how it goes. You got anything else, Brandon?
Nah, man, I'm good. Let's jump right into it. Let's get it.
Shout out to Tess for this wonderful map it's made.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be great.
It's just beautiful. So we'll be back at the end of this, and we will let you know how it goes at the end of round 1.
Yep. All right, so this was one of the more eventful, explosive kind of first rounds. We had a couple of combat encounters in the first round. First off, over here by the pool, Shenlong and one of his aspiring students hopped the fence over here and ran forward. And I thought that this monk was only melee, but apparently he's like Dawson from fucking Street Fighter, because he's throwing fireballs, and he hits my silent 1-2 for 3 points of damage. Really sucked. Was not expecting that, but luckily, Mama Rasputina's there, and the Wendigo is there as well. So 3 against 2. Plus, I've already got a couple of ice pillars up. He doesn't realize that he just walked into his frozen tomb.
His frozen tomb?
Oh, absolutely, dude.
How could you say that?
Do you not see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ice pillars around you?
They're just pillars.
Yeah, okay.
They're not even walls.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. They're totally fine.
Shenlong has walked over here, and he basically looked at these 3 and was like, this is disrespect, the number of people that Rasputina has brought over to this fight. It's like, I cannot believe you would do this to him. And so that's concerning, what's happening here. But so he's just very disappointed that they would only bring 3 to fight him. Hey, 3 on 1. Those are disrespectful numbers.
3 on 2. You're not even going to count your aspiring student as a unit.
They're here to shadow and watch.
They're here to shadow and
watch. They're mentor only.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how that goes. I mean, there's a lot at stake on this fight. As you see, there are 2 strategy markers over here. Mm-hmm. So the winner of this fight will most likely win the whole thing. But we'll see how it goes. Meanwhile, over here on the other side of the board, we have a big battle of the juggernauts going on, as the ice golem, assisted by the silent one, is going up against Sensei Yue and Gatling Man. And Gatling Man got took a little bit of damage as well. He took 2 points of damage, though you couldn't tell it because he had armor, and so he only took 1 point. And then at the end of his turn, he used a bonus action to heal himself. So
yeah, he just
armor
healed.
And healing seems similar to some stuff that the ice golem can do. So this will be an interesting fight. It is 2 on 2, but my silent sister back here, she doesn't have 9 hit points like the other ones do. So they're gonna have their work cut out for them.
Yeah, this is a very strong strategic corner over here. We've got ice golems coming out. We've got 2 henchmen on my side, but then we have supports, but supports in 2 different ways. So you got one support, which is here for range, extra DPS. Then I've got my support, but that's here for healing. So we've got some healing support, some range support. So interested to see what's happening here, because it's not just the ice golem. We've got this Horcat coming too, which I assume is heading over this direction to help as well. Not fast right now, but in order to take out that strategy marker and stuff. So lots of good things happening, lots of fun. End of round 1, no one can score. So we don't have any points for you yet, but we will find out at the end of round 2, because it looks like we're both set up to score on this one. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, stay tuned.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the end of round 2. Your Lord and Master Shenlong of the 10 Thunders has had a good all round. This was a wonderful flips for your boy this turn. So I'm gonna run you through it. We were able to get over into this good position and move some of our people around, and so that was good. We got massacred by the ice golem, came up and punched us, but we feel like we're in a good spot here. We actually pushed him away. And got a few good things over here, and then so happy with that. But the main event of this round was Shenlong, who came over here and just started blasting. I won initiative with the Red Joker, and then came in here and destroyed both one of the Silent Ones and the Wendigo with 3 attacks, 2 enemies down, done. Not even close. Very proud of you, boy. Like I said, just disrespectful the way that Rasputina would come at him like that, and that's just the way we ended up. So where we are now, we feel pretty good about our situation over here, because now it's just Shenlong looking at Rasputina, and it's gonna be tough. So, Brandon.
All right, yeah. So a lot happened. Shen freaking Long. He got a Red Joker on initiative, so I thought I was in the clear because no red. But man, in the beginning, like I didn't flip anything higher than a 10, and like for the first 2 or 3 activations, it was terrible. Luckily though, Rasputina still stands tall, even though Shenlong's sitting over there, and yeah, he's still got my Horcat sitting over here. And he's coming in here with his students, just invading my personal space and my privacy. But, we took a little blow, but we're not out yet.
He had us in the first half, but...
Yeah, he definitely did. But we also got some points that round, right?
Yeah.
Our strategy markers in the respective corners of the board.
Mm-hmm. So we'll add those to each of our scores.
Yeah. No schemes yet, huh?
No, I do not have any schemes yet. Do you have any schemes?
Neither do I. No schemes yet. But
no schemes yet. Yeah. I'm getting close on one of my schemes. I'm getting close on, but not. I mean, sort of. But we'll see. I'm actually not liking the way my schemes are turning out, so that's a little unfortunate. But I digress. It's fine. We'll be back at the end of round 3 to let you know how things are.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll let you know how things are going.
All right. All right. So that was round 3, round trace of this battle, the 10 Thunders between the Arcanist. Still not looking good for Rasputina over here. As you can see, she somehow found herself in melee with Shenlong here. I don't know, it's gonna be tricky, but I think if the cards would finally cooperate with me, I might be able to pull something out. I've still got my Horcat sitting back here in the cut. He's about to come see if he can help Rasputina out here. Can't have her die. Yeah, meanwhile over here, he finally took down my golem, which sucks. So that just leaves the silent one. And look, as tough as she is, she cannot run in with these two guys that go after that strategy marker. That's just not about to happen. So the walls are closing in, man. It's not looking good.
It's looking rough. This looks like it's going to end up being a super defensive game, because it appears as though, so I scored one, but like I'm nowhere near getting any of my schemes yet. Just looking at what's going. Oh no, I'm not. I actually do need to reveal a scheme. I have
the drama. You just waited till we started recording.
Till we got to the recording. I scored Let Them Bleed, which says I can reveal when there are two enemy models have highest cost and lower, and I get one victory point or whatever. And those were the Ice Golem and then one of the silent ones. They're both dead, so that's definitely lower than half.
Wait, two enemy models in play that have the highest cost. Would that not be your?
Those are your enemy models. So it was the Ice Golem and then the silent one. So
would Rasputina not count?
It doesn't count. It looks like, because it says at the end, leaders and models with summon upgrades are ignored.
Are ignored for revealing this scheme.
Yeah.
So just the two highest costing.
Yeah, or tied for, which is the Ice Golem and the silent one. Mm-hmm.
I see.
So I'll score that scheme. I don't know if I can get the rest. I might be able to get the rest of them, but because I have to do damage to two different models that are left, and so they can't all end with max health. So that's where I'm at. And then I've got another scheme that I don't even know if I can do, but at this point, it's like I might be better off just making sure that you don't score instead. So we'll see how things go.
Yeah, I guess we will.
Yeah. Okay. All right, we'll be back here in just a little bit.
Round 4.
Yeah, for then round 4. All right, we are back. I'm here with Brandon, as we with a robe change, and we are here with the end of round 4. So great round, all around good things. As we're coming to the end game, it's going a lot quicker than it was just a second ago. So let me give you some insight on what we did. Basically, all that I did was I had my friend Sensei Yu move all the way over here to where he could possibly score maybe in the last round with this guy, but also maybe do some damage to the silent one. We'll see how things end out. And then my guy, Gatling Man, got just trounced by these ice pillars. And so he had to run and heal up. So he's good. And then Shenlong was able to score again, but also the aspiring student died because he just katana'd himself and jumped off into the water and died completely. So that was his go. And so I lost 1 unit, which is okay, but because I killed him, the strategy markers didn't change over. So real happy with that. So I've got my 3 at the end of round 4. Brandon?
Yep. Yeah, things aren't looking great. I don't know. He heals a whole lot more than I thought that he would. But it's a learning experience. So I'm already planning for next time. But we're gonna finish this thing out, and we're gonna try to finish strong. Hopefully the cards will be in our favor, and we won't red joker on an ice pillar this time.
Hey, you put that ice pillar out.
I
No problem.
put the heck out of that ice pillar.
It is the biggest ice pillar that there is.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and knock out round 5. So we'll be right back.
Only one more round. We'll come back after the end of round 5 and also at the end game. So you'll get a final result when we come back.
All right, so what a tragic end to a tragic game for Rasputina and the Arcanist. We tried our best. Cards weren't really in our favor, but that's okay. Horcat did manage to score me a strategy marker over here, which was nice. And I think at the end, I did end up with one of my schemes was let them bleed. And so I ended up getting the in-game victory point for that. Unfortunately, I couldn't really hold my strategy markers over here. He took out the silent one, and Shenlong somehow dashed all the way over to here and managed to take that strategy marker from me after Rasputina had gone. So yeah, don't underestimate the monks, I guess is what I've learned. They heal really quickly. I don't know. Maybe I will start branching out a little bit, as I'm starting to see a lot of the weaknesses with Rasputina's crew. Like, they're definitely strong in some circumstances, but maybe I need to see what some of the other crews have to offer.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I thought Rasputina did a pretty good job. The unfortunate part about it is so let me talk about mine before I talk about grand scheme. So here's what happened. So we got over here, our boy ran over here to hide and focused up because he didn't really have anything to do this turn except survive, which he did admirably. Sensei Yu had previously run all the way across, trying to get to this marker, but in the end couldn't get there. Just didn't have the movement. So instead he went over here and charged the last silent one and was able to do damage to it. In fact, killed it. So that we didn't run into, so that we could score our last scheme, and also prevented the Arcanist from getting that extra action because he killed the silent one before it got to go. I'm so very proud of him for that. And then keeping the Wandering River style, allowing him to move after he gets hit, which I found super useful. He was able to get an additional 6 inches of movement from here, and then basically he just yeeted himself off over the edge, just took some damage as he hit the ground, but was able to get in base contact with this last strategy marker that Sensei Yu had just turned neutral to score that one. So we were able to get all 4 of our strategies, and then we did score the end game for Let Them Bleed as well. Just this same as the Arcanist did. We had the same scheme, and so we ended up with both of these for a total score of 6. So the final score of this one was 6-2.
6-2, yeah.
Yeah. I think there were a couple things that worked in my favor here. Number one is sometimes the cards just don't flip for you.
Oh my God, the whole freaking round. The whole can we talk about the whole game?
We can talk about that. That was
the whole game, bruh. Like, there was one round where I didn't flip anything above a 10. Like, yeah, all of the cards over a 10 in my discard pile were cheated from my hand, and there were only like 3 of them. I read Joker to an ice pillar at one point. Right before that, I had just had a fight. Like, there were so many of those moments, man. The card, sometimes the cards just aren't in your favor.
Sometimes there's not, and there's I understand that this game is fairly well balanced because it's a deck of cards. There are only so many numbers, and over time you will flip 13s and you will flip 1s, but sometimes all of them come on the bad side of things, and that's what it was rough.
How many cards? You got 3 cards in your hand right now, right? Yeah. What 3 cards do you have in your hand?
Right now I got a 3, an 8, and a 6.
Oh, okay. But
I started this round with a 13, a 12, and a 12 in my hand.
I think I had two 12s in my hand. I know, but I've got a black joker, a 1 and a 3 right now.
Nice.
Like, no, it's not.
So
anyway,
there is an element in this game. Over the and I don't know if it was necessarily about like that I flipped better than you the whole game, or that you flipped better than me, but it was about when they were flipped.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like you definitely had some clutch like cheats from your hand and stuff, and also the ability to discard. Like once them damn cheat tokens started adding up, like the ability to just add 2 to every one of your duels was incredibly overwhelming. Like, yeah, so that was
especially for guys. Tough. Yeah, especially for guys like Shin, or especially guys for like Sensu Yu. So like, if he can discard one to get like a +2, so he ends up with like a stat of 9 on this hurricane punch, and like it just gets nasty. And this guy I didn't even get to use this guy the way I wanted to, but he survived long enough, which was good for him. But that was so tough.
Yeah, Gatling guy was an interesting addition. I mean, you know, obviously you had him there to kind of cover your range issue, which isn't really an issue when your main guy can just like Hadouken people to death.
I'm really happy with Shenlong. He just brings so much versatility.
Yeah,
to the game.
he's really cool.
And like in those first, he got over here, and it was like 1-on-3, and then it quickly became 1-on-1.
1-on-1, yeah.
And the aspiring students, they never attacked. They can't interact. They gave him chi tokens, and they helped him heal. And that was
I realized that when I did that shatter, I realized I should have took them out first instead of keep going after the big fish.
Yeah,
I mean that's what's for me before, but you know, adapt and overcome.
Yeah, it's about, because it's like, okay, you got to have, because he's got this thing where he can heal for like
a bunch.
Yeah, he can heal for 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and then and enemy models heal 1. So like, and that has a range of 8. So like, if he's got the low river style on, and he's got 2 aspiring students, I mean, they're flipping. They need 7 or higher to heal him 2, 3, 4, and that's better than a soul stone. And he gets to use them every round. So you have to deal so much damage to him, because he's got 3 damage now. I was reducing damage with soul stones. I healed him with the aspiring student. I know he healed himself once. I mean, it was just, you probably did more than 12 damage to him. He just kept
surviving all of it.
Yeah. So he's a bit of a monster and that's the kind of thing that Rasputina does not fight well. And so because of that, she was not going to deal with someone who could do that, because he basically just ran over here and did exactly what he wanted. He killed units, he damaged units, he took this, he got over there. He basically just ignored Rasputina and just shrugged off all of her damage.
Yeah.
Because he just, that's what he does well. Let's see. So I think it was one of those things that like flips and then just kind of ran to a buzzsaw there with him. I never scored anything for outflank. What was your other scheme?
Assassinate, which is what we just talked about. Yeah. If he wasn't so heal crazy, I would have gotten that one too.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, because he never even got below 9. I used every soul stone I had and ended up with no chi tokens. So overall, I thought it was a good game. Sometimes cards don't go in your favor, but
yeah, if I had flipped better, I would agree with you. But this is just one of those games where it's like, nah, we're just gonna give you garbage today.
Yeah.
But
hey, sometimes that's how it goes. This is a round robin. So I'll take the W on this one, 6-2. Shout out to you, Brandon. Thank you to Tess for making this map.
Yes.
Shout out to Weird Games for this all of this, and we're gonna send you on the next game, or this might end it. So y'all have a fantastic one.
Bye.
Hello. Welcome back to Breach Battles. So the Dreamers coming back in black. We have a team that's in my opinion, quite good for kick the can. We got Kobe, eyeball collector of death, who no one has really ever seen how nasty he is in combat, because normally they just ignore him and let him run around and kick the can and whatnot. We got the Widow Weaver for mobility to drop down the web markers, a Daydream with the old buff that lets me draw cards, Ancient Pact, I believe it's called. And of course, the Dreamer and Lord Chompy Bits. We have 8 Soul Stones because we're a summoner, and we want to get those suits that we like as we destroy Captain Zip for the second time. Our schemes that we're taking is let them bleed, which I'm feeling pretty confident about. This is honestly, it sounds really crappy. It's not a team that scares me. I got to make sure I keep Vanessa Chambers off the center line because she can harvest shit, and I'm not gonna deal with that. But I am more nasty than him, so this is my game, not his. I just got to do a little bit of damage on Captain Zip, and I don't know who's his second highest. Mancha Rojo. I got to get them both, get some damage on them. We should be pretty all right. In the meantime, we also have Breakthrough. Again, this is a highly mobile team, especially the Widow Weaver, Kobe, and the Daydream pushing them. I don't think I'm going to have a hard time getting back. Starting off, Kobe is going to rush this corner, start pushing it up. Widow Weaver is going to do her web shit, start pushing up here. And then the Dreamer and Chompy are going to come in up here and start pushing. So we're going to be pushing 3 this time. Because I don't need to worry about my placement, because I can just bring summons to my placement. As the Dreamer would say, boy, we're going to have ourselves a bit of fun, ain't we? Eh? Let me introduce you to Lord Chompy Bits. He's going to chew you up real nice, he is. It's going to be fun. You ever play tag? Hide and seek? What about where's the body? It'll be fun. It will. I promise.
Hey everybody, it's Jake again, and today we're continuing our story. Last time, the Chamber sisters, Vanessa Chambers, Victoria Chambers, and twin Victoria Chambers, once revived after fighting the gremlins down in the sewer, they were attacked by a bunch of ninja as they were trying to warn the world of the return of Hamlin. At any rate, no longer are they together. Both Victoria Chambers were defeated by the attack of the 10 Thunders, and Vanessa Chambers escaped with her life. How did she escape, you may ask? Well, she escaped on an airship captained by Captain Zip at your service and his trusty companions. As Vanessa looks around, she wonders who precisely are these companions. As we land here, we find ourselves settling in as the airship is refueling, and Vanessa and her gang, as they travel towards the capital cities, are trying to warn the world of the return of the Rat King himself. My team consists of Captain Zip, his trusty sidekick, engineer Earl Burns, as always our current protagonist, unless she perishes, Vanessa Chambers, the La Mancha Roja, which Vanessa says she's kind of intrigued by this gremlin who is a big wrestler and very terrifying. This is my tank. We have the Malifaux Child. She doesn't know why the Malifaux Child is there, and Malifaux Child often is just staring. Watching, it seems. And then finally, Hans. Really, that's all she gets to know about him. Hey, I'm Hans. And it's done. So my team consists of kind of a motley crew, but the kind of primary goal of this team will be to get over, and because we are playing the break the line strategy, we need to play basically kick the can. We need to push back this strange entity that we've encountered during our rest stop. And we're going to do that using the high mobility of Captain Zip, and we're going to send our team, our 4 over here, sort of just to kind of defend and fend off the Dreamer and his crew, while the Earl of Burns and Captain Zip kind of go and do the job, right? My hope is to use Captain Zip to shoot a bunch of shit. My two things, that, little do you know, let me get into character for a second. Vanessa Chambers looks around, right? A strange fog is settling around on these grounds. Captain, what's going on over here? What's happening? And Captain Zip, you can hear the voice in the side room goes, I'm seeing some strange things off in the distance. Strange, illusory things. You know, like, I don't know, shadows. Everybody has a shadow, Captain Zip. Yes, but these shadows seem to have more teeth than we're used to. It would probably be good for us to split up and go and investigate things a little bit, especially since we need to go collect the fuel and make sure we connect the supply lines to hook them up to the airship and not let them break. I like rats. The Malifaux child is quite alarming. My schemes are let them bleed and hidden martyrs. Little does everyone know, that child desperately wants to perish, serving the ancient rules of Hamlin the Dark, Lord of Rats. And the other character who is a hidden martyr is La Mancha Roja. No, I'm not. That's not true. I'll switch it up. It's Vanessa Chambers. She's destined to die. Her message cannot be sent. And then, secondly, we have Let Them Bleed. My goal is to be shooting everybody and everything, and that is the plan. So that is my session. As the fog rolls in, Vanessa Chambers stares out, realizing that perhaps the Dreamer, the essence of chaos, has caught in her. Friends, Captain, we have to push on. We have to succeed. We cannot fail. My sisters were killed in the process of doing this, and I will not let Benny get his success. I don't know how to say that. I'm so pent up and angry. Captain Zip! Get over here and join us! Get away from that fog! We don't know what's in there! We can hear sounds, though. Oh, it's totally fine, my dear. They're just teeth-filled shadows. My Zip Zapper is going to deal with them. Sir, your Zip Zapper doesn't work that well. I'm not too worried about it. Don't you worry, Earl. Don't you worry. Hans, do you see anybody? I'm Hans. Always a spokesperson. Perfect. Wonderful. Vanessa, why are we going to the capital again? We have to prepare the world. Hamlin's going to return. The Rat King himself is going to return. Oh, shadows of the fog! What are you doing in there? Get out of there! Why are you stopping us?
Oi, it's nothing personal, it is. We just want to have a little bit of fun. I see you blocked us off on the bridge, and that's real sad. The Widow Weaver saw your child and wanted to adopt. She did. But now you've been a nasty, nasty boy, you is. And don't worry, we know how to take care of nasty boys, we do. Isn't that right, Lord Chompy Bits?
Captain Zip, continue to put pianos. Why do you have pianos? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Continue to put pianos on the bridge, all right? Hey, kid? I'm a kid. Kid, I need you to go down this ramp. La Mancha Roja, go down there as well. All right? We have to survive this. I don't like the fact that you're giving us commands, Vanessa. You are not the captain here. I am La Mancha Roja. I will do the fight. Good job, La Mancha Roja.
Well, I was really looking forward to pushing down the center with the Widow Weaver. That's been delayed. I have my ways, though. I have my ways to get in there and have some right fun with these beautiful, beautiful boys. That's all I want to do. I just want to have fun. I'm trying to come up and give you a big kiss, a big hug. Have some fun. Delays have happened. I think this is going to be a bit of a slow start, but it will get there. Fun is happening.
Trying to give me a big hug. I have a hunch that your strategy is just to let me try to shoot the shit out of you. And you're going to just wait for things to summon because of that.
Oh, it's possible.
All your
Possible.
stuff is spooky.
It's very spooky. Yes, I'm a spooky, spooky boy with a cricket bat.
Just the perfect time for spookiness, I would say.
Yeah, amen to that.
All right.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I think turn 2 isn't going to be crazy, but turn 3 is really when the rubber is going to meet the road.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to let you all know right now, turn 2, somebody's dead. I'm just going to tell you that right now.
Oh, fun.
All right.
Let's do it. Interesting turn. Someone is trying to kill a small, innocent orphan boy. Captain Zip, brutal. I'm just a little boy. That's all I am. I'm trying to have fun, man. And why are you trying to kill me? But we did score a point by pushing a strategy marker. We started to swarm the top left with Insidious Madness. Again, gentle boy. Let's not call them Insidious Madness. Let's call them Playtime Friends. We just sent some Playtime Friends to go playtime with our friends. I scored a point this round. Jake hasn't scored a point yet, but he's in some really interesting positions that I'm not super happy about, especially with the Dreamer being swarmed.
Oh, sorry. Are you worried about the Dreamer right now?
A little bit.
Guess what? Dreamer's gonna die.
He's not. I'm lying to you. I feel very confident about the Dreamer.
Ooh, he says. I don't know about that. Because Captain Zip is going to deal with the problem. I feel like the character you need to fear the most is Hans.
Hans doesn't jack. I'll fear him when he does something.
Yeah, just a reminder, Hans avoids the terrify feature.
Yeah, I'll fear him when he does something.
Oh, he's slow. Don't judge him. Got a limp. Dragon. Okay. Anything else you gotta say?
No, I'm feeling good.
Feeling good.
What about you, brother?
If we hold him off of this pass, we can win. Audience, I want you to know, this motley crew here, we aren't scared of any spooky nightmares. They keep attacking the wrong targets. Little do they know that the Malifaux child is the most important child. This is the herald of Hamlin, the Rat King. So the nightmares don't realize that. They just don't realize it. They are just attacking Vanessa. I don't know what's up with that, you know? Doesn't make any sense. We're going to get points, potentially, maybe. But by God, am I going to kill that little orphan child? I'm going to take him out. That Dreamer. He's gone. Right, Brent?
Yeah, sure. Definitely gone.
Mm-hmm.
No defense. Definitely gone.
It's whatsoever. Yeah, and that's it, gang. We're gonna get him. We're gonna defeat him. I'm really proud of my little piano wall going on over here. I feel like the Widow Weaver's like, oh, I'll sneak by him. Oh, I don't think the Widow Weaver's gonna do it. I don't think it's gonna happen. So we'll see how that shakes out. Okay, so this round was bad. Let me just get you all into the scene for a second. Captain, where'd you go? Oh my God! Oh Jesus! Oh God! Oh, he ate him! Captain Zip got devoured. Lord Chompy Bits just ate him. Like Chompy Bits it was messed up, man. We were attacking this kid, and then the kid goes, "Oh, Chompy!" And then suddenly this thing like showed up, and Captain Zip was like, "Don't worry, everybody, my Zippy," and just got devoured. And now everyone on my team is vomiting. We're all hurt. We're terrified. And meanwhile, I just want audience to point something out. Hans over here really hasn't done anything. He's just standing over there going, "I'm
Hasn't
Hans.
done anything.
There's Hans over here. Don't worry about it." So that's a problem. Things are going bad. The dreams are getting worse.
Yeah.
And if we look at the point total, in my world, in my reality, I'm winning.
With the point total?
That's right. Everything reality and substitute my own as we come into this next round. So don't worry about
3
it.
zip, you're winning.
That's right. Man, I really got executed in this round. And here's
Yeah.
the deal. We're gonna recover. This round game, we're gonna recover. Wait. Sorry. Hold on. Brent, do you hear that? Brent, do you hear that?
I hear the sobbing of children.
Do you hear it, Brent?
Oh, is the Pied Piper coming? Are you trying to play your recorder?
That's right.
Yeah. Captain Zip, full health.
Pause for a second.
All right, go ahead.
Go for it.
Yeah, Captain Zip, full health, just got executed and devoured. It is a bad day for the outcast. You're gonna have some bad dreams. Some real bad dreams.
I'm gonna go to bed tonight thinking about how poor Chompy Bit ate my captain.
I don't think anyone's going to bed tonight. I think everyone's gonna be dead.
That's so sad.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna devour your child next. It's rough. It's rough.
Man has the blessing of the Dark Lord, Hamlin himself.
Well, Hamlin's gonna need to hire more children because this child's getting devoured.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The Dreamer continues his reign of terror and spreading horror, nightmare, and fear.
I feel like the Dreamer hasn't really done anything for you in this game.
Oh, he's not. No, he did. He summoned a lot of insidious madness.
Yeah, I get it. And I guess your Dreamer has also done a really good job of being kind of a little bit of a tank. It's hard with the Serene Continents.
He's deceivingly difficult to kill.
I think if I would have thought about using Focus earlier on, it would have been better.
Yeah. Everyone thinks like, oh, he got 7 hit points, I'm gonna kill him. It's like, oh, you got a disadvantage on all attacks, and if I'm next to something, you're gonna hurt. And then on top of that, he got that trigger where it's like, Lord Chompy, come help me. He's deceivingly difficult to kill. People think he's easy, but he's really, really rough to kill.
They should really change the name of that trigger to Lord Chompy Come Help Me. I feel like that's a really good name for that trigger.
Help me, my boy.
Help me, Lord Chompy, you're my only hope.
I think the original one has pretty good. It's My Loyal Servant. No, it's Night Stalker. It should be My Loyal Servant though. Yeah, Dreamer is doing what Dreamer does, just summoning nightmares and mopping over the board. Yep. It's going to be a bloodbath next turn. A horrifying bloodbath. But you got Hands alive, unthreatened, who's done so much.
It's Hans.
Hans has done so much. He's going to continue to do so much.
Guess what? You're gonna catch these Hans.
I am. I definitely am.
Audience, I get a victory point just for that.
All right. Next. It's looking bad for the Outlaws. Everything is dying and has been murdered, but it's okay. This is our playpen. This is a McDonald's playpen where I have given you a ball pit, and sometimes the ball pit swallows you whole. It's fine. It's great. Everything's okay. How are you feeling, Jake?
Oh, my god! No! The ball pit. They told us there was full of disease. They never let us play in it as kids, and they were right.
You might find some poop in there. Yeah.
No. I feel like one of those kids who like jump back first and hit the ball pit and then slowly sink into it and then disappear forever.
Where there's poop.
No, there's poop. Puke. No, things are looking real bad. Final round. Audience. They don't. None of them understand. Only you, the audience, understand what's happening here. The real villain who's going to show up. So buckle up, audience, because I'm going to be wearing that rat suit yet again. It seems to me that our protagonist, Vanessa Chambers, after seeing her twin sisters die not once, but twice, is now going to try to escape with her life to a uncaring, chaotic god. And that god doesn't know what's about to hit him. Or them. Vanessa turns to the dreamer. Listen! Spare me, all right? Kill the others. I'm Hans. Yeah, kill him. Okay, he's just off in the corner. He's done nothing. But spare me, dreamer, and I can serve you.
Oh, I like it. Like the dreamer's like, can I dress you up like a doll and cut your insides open and put Lord Chompy in there?
I mean, I don't think he would fit in me, but...
Oh, we'll make him fit. We'll play a new game. Make him fit in your insides, in your rib cage. It'll be good.
Brent, remember, this is a Twitch stream audience. You can't get too graphic.
Sorry.
Gotta keep you tempered.
We'll play a new game.
Wait. Let's redo it. Editor. Cut to here. Let me join your side, dreamer. Let me live and kill Hans, kill everybody else. But I need to survive. I have to warn the people.
Shh, don't worry. We're gonna kill everyone, and I'll warn the people. I'll tell them about the great story you had when you were here. It's okay. I'll relay it perfectly.
No, dreamer. Hey, audience. Can everybody just raise a glass or take their hat off for my entire team, which got murdered? After Captain Zip died. Really, he didn't do that much. Most of my team didn't do that much, I feel like. But there's one person. As the mist of the dreamer washes across this area, Hans, stoic, turns and goes, I'm Hans. And looks out across after having just slain the Widow Weaver, his ancient enemy, and he flees. The final words in his head of Vanessa screaming, we have to warn everyone! The Rat King is coming back! Hans somehow escapes the dreamer's clutches, but will never sleep again because of the fear that he has of what here today. I scored 1 point, everybody, and I'm okay with that.
Hans did a real good job of doing nothing.
That's right.
Watching his friends die. He did
In fact,
nothing.
you know what Hans does? As he flees the dreamer's place, the dreamer himself hears Hans say one more thing. Everything for the Rat King. And Hans is a traitor, just like Benny.
And the Rat King is coming back.
Chamber sisters.
It's
What
coming
do
back.
you feel about this game, Dreamer Boy?
Yeah, it went good for the Dreamer.
You
It
flipped
went-
very well.
Yeah, I had some real good flips. Soulstones worked out real nice.
I didn't
I-
really notice the impact of your soulstones. What did you use all your soulstones for?
So when you summon, you have to have a mask.
Right.
And anytime you burn a soulstone, I can just be like, oh, I get a mask. So no matter what I cheat in, I get that summon.
Right.
That's probably about like 60% of my soulstones.
Seems
That
like-
and redraws.
Yeah, you redrew twice.
I mean, it helps, man. Having that like good cheat card, oh, it really helps. Like I redrew and I ended up getting like 3 10s and 13s. It was good. It was good.
I had a brutal. Can I just tell you? I had a red joker in my hand, but because of a lot of disadvantages that were how they functioned, it actually was really hard to use it because I couldn't cheat it in.
Yep. Soulstones. They're good, man.
What's your final tally?
I don't know. I think I was at like 4 or 5 points. If we kept going, I might have got more. I'm not too concerned about the points. I'm just gonna kill everyone.
Yeah, hold on, but did you get any more strategies or any more schemes?
So Kopi was in there where he could have got let them bleed.
You got let
and
them bleed earlier.
I got let them bleed and breakthrough. So Kopi was going for breakthrough.
Is that successful? If you have 3 or more friendly scheme markers. No, it doesn't work.
Yeah, I would have took another turn and then I would have got the reveal, but I probably wouldn't have got the end.
Yeah. So you only got 2 strategy points from doing kick the can, and you got 1 from the let them bleed early.
Mhm.
Nice.
And then I would have got the second from let them bleed and 1 from breakthrough.
Yeah. Yeah, nice.
Would have been good.
Well, thanks, audience. This is Through the Breach. This is the Malifaux wargaming. I just got trounced and absolutely savaged by Teeth in Fog Scary Illusions, aka the Dreamer, aka the little brash kid with a cricket bat, aka Lord Gobbledygook. I don't remember what his name is. This was a rad game. Thanks, Brent.
My pleasure, man. See you in the next one.
Yeah, you all can check us out every Tuesday. We are going to showcase our final round robin next week. And it is going to be an intense one, right? As everyone finally finishes their seeding before the tournament. And then the tournament is going to be just a ruthless grudge match against everybody, with dear sweet Brent the Dreamer probably killing as many people as humanly possible in the process. And I return as Hamlin the Rat King, potentially. We'll see what the narrative says, but it seems like it's moving that way. Thanks, everybody.
Have a good night.
And that's it for Breach Battles 5, round 5 here. So thank you everyone for joining us. Like I said, absolutely destroyed Brandon. I do want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. Join us tonight here on Breach Battles here on Short Rest. The next time you can catch us live here on the channel is Monday for Fates End, 7:30 Central Standard Time, as we continue our homebrew Dungeons & Dragons campaign set in the Stargazer's Guide to Aurora, our campaign setting that we just finished launching on Kickstarter, I guess a month ago or so. So you can catch us there. Tuesday, you'll see another Breach Battles, round 6. Lauren and I are actually about to play that game now, that we're pre-recording and all that kind of stuff. We just finished watching Brandon and Brent play again, and Brent is talking all kinds of smack about his character and his master and all that kind of stuff. So we'll see how that goes on Tuesday. And then do not forget, mark your calendars, same way we all marked for February 4th. Wednesday, the finale of Candlekeep Mysteries here on Iron Valor. Wednesdays, 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. The finale of Candlekeep Mysteries and the wonderful work that Brandon has done and the entire cast over there. So check them out. Wonderful lineup all next week. Go see our partners. Follow us everywhere at Ink and Liar all over the place. I'm going to send you on a raid. I think Super Dylan was hanging out, so we'll probably go that direction. We'll see, but I'm going to send you guys on a raid. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you Monday. Bye-bye.